shouldn't sleep till May. It's December right now. Is it December? I don't know what month it is. It's November right now. But that's a long time from now. Don't sleep that long. That's bad for your health. That's a coma. What's up, dreamers? I'm Bryce from Midnight Notion, and this is the Rocker Review. When It Rains, track number 5 from Paramore's record, Riot. Excited to get into this one. So far, this record has been an absolute banger. Lots of really fun songs. I see the title When It Rains, and I think of the word rain and how often rain gets used in music to be sadness and somber and sorrow. So I am wondering, we've had a pretty aggressive, high-energy record. Are we going to get a slow song? I know that Paramore can write slow songs. I know the song You Are the Only Exception, or whatever the title of the song is. I've heard that a million times. So I know they have slow songs. Is this one of them? I have no idea. I'm really excited to get into it. And of course, as always, I'm a ranker. I like ranking my favorite songs. So we're going to rank it using the following criteria: structure, flow, melody, engagement, and lyrics. Each category is a 0 to 4 scale, with 0 being not for me, 2 being baseline, and 4 being super great, super awesome. So we'll find out what score this song gets at the end of the video. Make sure you play along. I think it's really fun to play along. And make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I'm doing this whole record. So if you like this review, you're gonna like the next one too. Maybe, hopefully. Or you'll get really mad. People like to get mad at me sometimes. And then make sure to check out my music. I am a singer, songwriter, musician. So check out my rock and roll music. You Paramore fans are going to find a lot of stuff to love in my music, so I'd really appreciate your listenership. Let's get into the song. When It Rains. Is it fast or is it slow? We'll find out. Okay. A little beep, beep, beep. We get some delay. Okay, vibing. Straight, just nice, straight, medium tempo. Important to recognize that these guitars aren't fully distorted, right? If you add distortion or overdrive to a guitar, you get that really crunchy, hard rock sound. That's what we've had for most of this record. This is dialed back quite a bit. This is more of like a clean with a little bit of a fuzz to it. The guitar is a lot softer than it was before, but I like it. And that lead guitar, I'm hitting all the wrong notes. I'm not going to go up there, but it's playing really high on the neck, and it sounds like a clean guitar. Just a very nice, simple thing. I don't know how I feel about the weird delay at the beginning. I wonder if it's coming back, but they strike the guitar once, and then the delay adds the extra, or delay or echo or whatever you want to call it. So that's an effect. Cool effect. Kind of an interesting way to start the song. It didn't just start straight in with the music, so good enough on that. But I'm curious if it's going to come back, or if it's just one of those, I don't know, let's start a song a different way. Heavy toms. Beautiful. There's a cool juxtaposition between a clean guitar just holding out a note, bling, real soft and nice, and then the thunderous toms, boongo kata, boongo kaka, boongo kaka. It's like, pick a vibe, man, pick a vibe. But you don't have to pick a vibe. I think the clashing of those two is a very beautiful way to illustrate When It Rains. Really cool, really cool. I like this.
Just say it again and mean it. We don't miss a thing. You made yourself look bad at the bottom of the blackest hole.
Little echo on the vocals.
Convince yourself that it's not the reason you don't see the sun anymore. And now, how could you do it? I never saw it coming.
Okay, so the drums, what cymbal are we on right now? We're on the ride cymbal, okay? The hi-hat is the and the crashes have their crashes are large and big and round. All cymbals are round, I guess, depending on what angle you're standing from. But the ride cymbal is typically the largest cymbal on the kit. But it typically, if you're hitting on the top of the ride, like right on the round part, right on the top of the ride, you're striking that, you're gonna get more of a ting 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 ting, like I don't know how to illustrate it with my mouth. You could just hear it in the song, but there's a few sounds that a ride cymbal can get. You got the ting 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 on the top of the ride, and then the bell of the ride, right? If you have like the large cymbal at the very middle of cymbals, there's like a little part that pops up. That's the bell of the cymbal. If you strike that, the ping is even louder. So you get ping, 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 tang, 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 right? As more as a very tangy sound. And then if you strike the side of the cymbal, you get more of a wash. It's a very large sound. So they're playing the top of the ride cymbal, which is giving a really light sound. Ting, ting, ta, ting, 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 ta, ting, ting. This song has a very laid back vibe. And so I think that fits with this part of the song. It's very nice. I would describe playing on just a straight ride beat like that. I would describe that as nice. Ooh, okay, it came back.
And when it
I think there's like an organ or something. You can hear kind of a fading in. Let's listen to it one more time. You hear that? Yeah.
well, you always find an
Lead guitar going up higher.
just running away from all of the ones who love you.
Almost has kind of a country vibe to it. That lead guitar, whatever it's playing there, it's very soft. It feels like it could be a volume pedal or some sort of an EQ is rolled off the top end, so it doesn't have that sharp attack on the pit. It doesn't say dear, dear, dear. It's very. So it could be a steel guitar, a very country vibe to it, or it could just be an electric guitar played with some sort of effect to it. Very soft, ethereal sort of background sound, very country vibe to it, but cool. I like it. It fits.
From everything you made yourself look bad at the bottom of the blackest hole.
Echo again.
You sleep till May. You'll say that you don't wanna see the sun anymore. No, how could you do it?
You got the shaker. A lot of time that shaker comes out to really drive the rhythm forward. You got the drums playing a straight beat, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, but the shaker drives it even more. Shaka, 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 shaka. It's not, I don't know. I always get it mixed up. Shaker, tambourine, whatever you want to call it.
I never saw it coming. I need the ending, so why can't you stay just long enough to explain?
Crash cymbal. Interesting choice.
Take these chances to turn it around. Just take these chances, we'll make it somehow. And take these chances to turn it around. Just turn it around. No, how could you do it?
I didn't comment on it. I did say it's an interesting choice to switch to the crash cymbal and made it sound heavier, but nothing else sounded heavier. The drums got big with the crash, but everything else stayed in that kind of clean vibe. So I think I would have preferred him staying on the ride cymbal because it felt like it was, once I've already talked about the juxtaposition being cool. But that one, I don't know how I feel about that one. It's cool enough. It fits the song. It's unique. And so good job for your uniqueness. But I think I would have stayed on the ride cymbal. I don't know. I would have either liked it to stay on the ride cymbal or for the other instruments to join in the heaviness, in the building. So that was a little, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's a cool enough song.
I never saw it coming.
Okay, callback. Ba, ba, ba. We had that in the bridge a little bit. Okay, cool. Nice song. I don't know if this classifies as a slow song. Does it classify as a slow song? I don't know. You be the judge. Let's give this sucker some points. Here we go. Structure. Again, not much to say on this song. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Nothing really new here. Nothing really big to speak of. So that's it. It's baseline standard. It's a 2. Flow. This song has a little bit more of a laid-back vibe. The speed is slower than the other songs on the record. The use of the ride cymbal and cleaner guitars makes it feel like a slower song or a sadder song or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't really call this a slow song, but it does feel different from the other songs. That's not a bad thing. The flow of the song is very nice. I said it before. It's very nice. It's very chill, just kind of grooving, and something big is happening or something small. I don't know. We're just kind of existing. It feels very existing, but the flow grooves all the way through. It doesn't really hit me with anything like, oh, that was weird, except for maybe the intro. But I said it before. The intro came back later on in the song, so it paid off. So even though it felt maybe different in the beginning, it had a payoff to it, so it made sense in the end. So great job all around. I got no complaints. It's a 3. Melody. More often than not, when I'm talking about melody, I'm actually speaking about the vocals and what they're singing and the notes chosen by the singer. But melody also has to do with what the guitars and the bass are playing. And heck, even the drums is part of melody. This song had a lot of really cool licks in the background. That clean guitar sounds really nice on top of a fuzzy rhythm guitar. It's a really cool way that they play together. The thunderous drums on top of small guitars. It's a very cool juxtaposition. Melodically speaking, the instruments are doing a lot of really fun things. Then the vocals, Haley is singing some really, really cool stuff. It's catchy enough. I think that the repetition in the chorus, the O's and the OI, that comes back over and over, and it kind of sits in your ear. It gives you a little bit of a earworm. So good job. I think it could be more. There's room to improve. It feels kind of like every other song, but it's also really nice. And so I don't want to give it any negative points. I like this song. It's a 3. Engagement. I had to take a look at the lyrics first before scoring this because engagement is a lot about how much can someone play along on their first time hearing the song. And now I'm going to bob my head along to any song. So that's not a sign of engagement. The sign is whether or not I can pick up on the lyrics before the song is over. And some songs get me, like the first chorus, I'm like, great, I know how the song goes, I'm ready to play. Second chorus, I'm gonna sing along. And other songs, like this one, I looked over at the lyrics during the last chorus and I went, wait a second, are these lyrics repeating every single chorus? And I didn't realize how repetitive they are because I wasn't paying attention to that thing. Again, I have this problem where I listen to the drums and then I'm not listening to the vocals. And then when I listen to the vocals, I'm not hearing the guitars and so on and so forth. So I have troubles focusing on the entire picture because I'm focusing on the entire picture. Does that make sense? So I didn't realize that the last chorus was just 2 lines repeated over and over and over. And I was like, well, were the other choruses like that? And they were not. So I'm happy to know that I wasn't missing an opportunity to be engaged. But now I'm sad because there was an opportunity to be engaged that doesn't actually exist. I don't know if I'm articulating this appropriately. The OO and OI and OO and so why, that's catchy stuff. It's an easy setup. It's something you can catch on to. But I think there's a version of this song somewhere that in an alternate universe where it's the same setup. It's always OI, OI, OI. And then we can catch on. Oh, I know what to say this time because each line starts with OI. That's called an aphora, and that repetition is engaging because we can hear it and go, okay, now I know what this is. Now I can sing along. Now I can play along. So while I was bobbing my head, I was feeling engaged there. I didn't really have that opportunity to jump in on the lyrics until the very end, and I had already missed it by that point. So I'm going to knock it some points there, but it's not negative. It's baseline. This is standard. Any other song can get this level of engagement, so it's still a good score. Don't get mad. Don't get at me. This one is a 2. Lyrics, let's take a look at them, shall we? And when it rains on this side of town, it touches everything. Just say it again and mean it. We don't miss a thing. You made yourself a bed at the bottom of the blackest hole and convinced yourself that it's not the reason you don't see the sun anymore. Okay, lots of stuff to unpack here. Raining, again, somber, sorrow, sadness. Like I said in the intro, every song that uses rain is usually using it in a dark, sad sort of way, and this is no different. When it rains on the side of town, it touches everything. This could be hyperbole. Maybe she's not actually talking about it's literally touching everything, but the sadness on this side of town hits everyone. And it could, instead of being like the whole town is sad, this side of town could literally be me and you. When it rains here between the two of us, it makes both of us sad. It could be that small, it could be larger, but I love the play here. Say it again and mean it. Now, this is my biggest complaint about the song, is say it again and mean it. What is it? I don't know what it is. Is this person breaking up with you? Are they leaving? Are they moving away? Did they just get a dog? I don't know what they're talking about. Say it again and mean it. We don't miss a thing. We don't miss a thing. So it seems like it's a breakup. Given the other songs on this record feel very 17-year-old, it could be just that, because I don't know, 17-year-olds like to write songs about breakups. I did the same exact thing. So that could be it, but there's not really an answer in this song, not that I could find. What it seems to kind of pivot away from that is this bed at the bottom of the blackest hole. And convince yourself it's not the reason you don't see the sun anymore. I know this feeling, this vibe is it's a very dark place. It's a very sad place to be in. I have been at the bottom of the blackest hole. You just feel like everything sucks. It's raining all around you. This cloud is following you around. Nothing's going right in life. And it doesn't feel like you've done it yourself. And maybe you haven't. A lot of problems are external, and that's totally fine. And sometimes, and obviously depression isn't something you can control. But some people do have a tendency to dig themselves into holes, and they don't have the self-reflection they need to really understand that they could have prevented this by choosing different actions. So yes, depression is real. And it isn't something you can always control. And yes, you can be sad for external reasons, of course, absolutely. But there are some people in existence who make their own lives worse for themselves, and they just need a little help getting out. So maybe Haley is talking to that kind of person and hoping to help them out. Or this person is one of the other two, and she still wants to help out, but just doesn't quite understand. Not everybody is a therapist. That's totally fine. Appreciate the help. When you reach out to someone who's feeling down, you are doing something positive. So keep trying to be there for your sad friends. Be there for your happy friends too, because your happy friends might be the saddest ones of them all. I know this from personal experience. So reach out to someone today. Once again, and oh, how could you do it? Do what? What did you do? Did you buy a car without consulting your loved one, and you put it in the driveway with a ribbon on it, and you surprise them, and they're like, oh no, now we're going to be in debt? That's not a good thing to do. You shouldn't do that. We don't know what it is. I want to know what it is, besides the word that makes the knights who say knee very scared. It doesn't have an answer. I never saw it coming. I need an ending? Is this like, does Haley want this relationship to end? Is she asking it for it to be over? Because the next line is, why can't you stay just long enough to explain? I really want to know what's happening here. It feels like this person that she's speaking to is down. They're in the blackest hole. They're way, way down there. They need help getting out. They're going to sleep till May? Are you kidding me? That's a long time. You shouldn't sleep till May. It's December right now. Is it December? I don't know what month it is. It's November right now. But that's a long time from now. Don't sleep that long. That's bad for your health. That's a coma. And so maybe she's trying to help him out, but then she needs an ending? Does she just need, instead of an ending, is it a different word she's looking for? She needs like closure, or she needs an answer? By saying ending, it's kind of confusing me. I don't really know what she's talking about in this song. When it rains, you always find an escape, just running away from all the ones who love you. That is a real thing. When you're feeling down, it's natural to start kind of pushing people away. No, I don't need your help. I got this. Stop crowding around me. I can do this myself. But you can't really always do it yourself, can you? Sometimes you do need some help. So this is a real thing. I feel really sad for this person. I wish I could help them out of this hole. My hero for this song, lyrically, is in the bridge. Take your time, take my time, take these chances to turn it around. This is the absolute highlight in the song for me. A couple of reasons. We got anaphora, take, 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 by starting with the same word 3 lines in a row. That's anaphora. Take this, take that, take this other thing. I love that pattern. Just in terms of patterns, I already love it. And then take your time is meaning, hey, I'm not pressuring you. You take as much time as you need to get over this. And then take my time is I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to wait it out. I am going to put aside everything in my life to make sure that I can be here when you're ready for me to help you. And so that's a really cool line. And then take these chances to turn it around. So we got take your time, take my time. Those are both short. Take these chances to turn it around. We have a setup of 3 and then we break the pattern. The 4th one isn't a take. It's a continuation of the 3rd line. It's a really cool structure for writing. It's a really cool line. It's a very helpful line. Saying take my time is so much more effective than saying take your time. It's saying to the other person that you care about their success. You care about them. You want them to get better. You are going to put stuff aside for them. That's all kinds of thumbs up. So that's the hero of the song for me. Then, like I said before, the ending. How could you do it? I never saw it coming. How could you do it? Never saw it coming. How could you do it? Never saw it coming. Oh, I need an ending. Can't you stay long enough to explain? This is the point in the song where I thought that that all the other choruses were just those 2 lines. And that would have been more engaging for me. But it's not that it was an unengaging song. It's just the opportunity was there to make it more repetitive. Not a knock on it. I still like these words. I wish I had an answer for what's going on here. But it just, I don't really know. I feel like I want that answer. But that take your time, take my time, that does it for me. That makes it really positive for me. So I'm going to go against my gut. I'm going to say it's a 3. And so When It Rains gets a grand total of 13 points. That's an unlucky number. It's a rainy sort of number. Let's see where it lands on the top 10. Where is it? Oh, it is all the way up in 3rd place, toppling over Hallelujah and Misery Business. You know, if I would have given the lyrics a 2, it would have been a 3-way tie for this. But no, it rises above. So Hallelujah and Misery Business tied in 4th place, and still in 1st place is That's What You Get. That is my top ranking so far. We only have 5 songs down. We got plenty of songs to go. So now it's your turn. In the comments below, tell me what score you would give this song using my method or your method, whatever method you got. I want to know your score. And then hit the subscribe button so you can come back. We're doing the whole record, so I'd love to have you here for the rest of the record and for future musicians as well. Check out my music. Midnight Notion is the artist. The songs are available wherever you get your music online. You Paramore fans out there are going to really like some of the stuff you hear. So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so very, very much for being here on this video. I'll see you on the next one. You rock.